Definitely that family atmosphere, knowing that the team itself and everyone here is more than happy to help one another. We have lots of families that get together outside of dance, and I love that. So just knowing that you can build friendships here while also growing and learning and being family. I'm Bailey Renee Ferguson, and I'm the dance studio director and an instructor. Well, I started dance at the age of 3, and I started at a studio here in town. My dad actually came up with the idea of opening a dance studio. I was 6 when we officially started, so we started it as a family. I started dance because of my mom. My mom was a dancer growing up, so she kind of started that idea of me wanting to be a dancer, just talking about her experiences. But I really found myself expressing my life through dancing, and there's really no other way to describe it. The feeling when you perform in front of people and being able to share your talents with someone, it's just addicting. I had a lot of, well, your parents own a dance studio, you know, what do you know about blah, 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 blah. So that was kind of different just because for the longest time at the beginning, it was just us. Now we have 3 other studios here in town, so it's a little different, and I'm a grown-up. But, but growing up, my life was revolved around dance. It's just always been my main focus. Growing up and being here, this is our 19th year, so I've been here forever doing it, watching my parents and the process, and I just knew that I was ready for it. So everything I do revolves around what I've learned from here. As far as leadership now, I've done everything of scheduling and hiring and communicating with the teachers. There's a lot of hopes and dreams that I have for the future, but it's just kind of getting that all squared away. Still kind of learning, which I always will be.
Working with Bailey is interesting because we are like the same age, so we're friends, but she definitely knows where to hold that line to where she's also, you know, my boss, and she makes the bigger decisions, and she critiques me, and it's nice to have that respect of the friendship, but also the respect that there's a line where she is my boss. That not all kids learn the same. My teaching style this year has changed even so much just from last year, so I wasn't expecting that, so that's definitely something that I've learned while being here, is that I do get the chance to teach every single kid differently in the class, which I love. I wish it was kind of like that everywhere.
I have children that are like 3 years old to 18-year-olds. So every child learns differently, everyone reacts differently. As far as motivation, you have to kind of see where your kid is comfort-wise, how much you can push them. And it's just kind of that learning process. So I just try to make sure to motivate my kids in terms of competition, but I also try to constantly remind them that you're dancing for yourself, and if you don't feel happy when you're dancing, then what's the point?
Seeing them so excited to like come in every day and love class and like leave class and not want to leave, that was just super fun for me. I could be so busy doing like anything and I would want to stay at the studio till like 1 in the morning. It was my way to just release all my stress and get everything out, and it was a way to express myself.
I've definitely learned a lot from just the way that you can lead a classroom and the way that you can critique different kids. But the kids have taught me, as cheesy as it sounds, why I love dancing. To see their passion and to see them grow in things. When a kid comes up to you and says, I really want to get this skill, or I really want to advance in this, that just further tells me why I'm doing it, because they're passionate about it.
I just really hope that every dancer coming in really just soaks up their time here and goes to every event, and goes to every parade, and enjoys every second of it, because it flies by. Once the time's over, you could already be gone and be like, wow, I wish I was like still dancing here. It just goes fast, so I hope that every student can take away every inch of it and just soak it up like a sponge.
As a kid, I had dance teachers that pushed me really hard and made it hard at times, and now I'm grateful for that because it's made me a better dance teacher. Now I'm over all of the dance teachers. I'm super grateful for the opportunity to be the studio director, and I'm glad that I get to share my talents and my passions with other kids of the community.
I want to be that role model just because growing up, I did have a role model like that. I aspire to be as welcoming and hard at times. It was something that I could take into my own life too, and I just want to be able to do that for other kids.
Just continue to have different opportunities for kids to learn dance and showcase that. It's also a common thing for kids to get frustrated if they can't learn a skill immediately. Every child is different, but that's kind of a hard thing to go through. In those moments, I just try to remind them everything that they have learned that year and the skills that they have got that they didn't have before. And I just remind them that we have to learn new things because that's what dance is, and if we continue to come back each year and do the same moves, then are we really improving? Our main focus here is creating a family. I mean, I was a dancer my whole life, so obviously I went through those struggles, and just trying to relate to them and keep them calm and wanting to push forward.